Hey everybody, so this is just my quick out of theater thoughts for the new movie A Complete Unknown. So for all you youngsters out there, Bob Dylan was a very famous musician in mostly around the 60s. He did folk music and then tried to branch a little bit into rock. And I've never been like the world's biggest Bob Dylan fan just because I'm not like super into like folk music. However, Bob Dylan, like I can jam out to some Bob Dylan, right? I mean, it's an easy listen, right? Timothy Chalamet was perfectly casted as Bob Dylan. He looks like him, he talks like him. I mean, he, like, seriously, like, he should be up for an Oscar for this. Like, he did a great job. And of course, I love my boy James Mangold. I mean, this is the guy who directed Walk the Line. And it's interesting because Johnny Cash is in this movie too. It would have been so cool if he got Joaquin Phoenix to come back and play Johnny Cash again for this movie. That would have been the coolest thing ever if he connected those two movies in like one universe. But unfortunately, he did recast Johnny Cash here. I mean, I had to expect that, but I'm just saying it would have been cool to have like a multiverse here. That just would have been like so cool. But yeah, this is a biopic about Bob Dylan's life and about how he became famous and about his mentors and his relationships and the highs and lows of his career. And it's a good time. There is a lot of singing in this movie, like a lot of music, to the point where I felt like there was too much. Now, obviously, it's a movie about music. I get that, but the problem that I had is that Bob Dylan, Timothée Chalamet, is singing in like every scene in this movie. And it got to the point where it almost felt like it was a crutch for the movie. Like, I didn't feel like there was enough characterization in the movie. So he had two love interests back during this time in his life, and that's portrayed in this movie, but they don't really show you what really ends up happening with these relationships. It just kind of seems like it jump cuts to like, hey Bob, like we broke up, and I'm thinking like, oh well, like I would have liked to have seen like what happened there. But seriously, I had such a great time with this movie. It is really good. I love James Mangold. He's one of my favorite directors, an absolute inspiration to me. Edward Norton is in this movie, and he's great. I love Edward Norton and everything. He's just a perfect actor. This movie is sadly bombing, and you need to go see it. It's really good. It's really worth your time, even if you're not a big fan of Bob Dylan's music. Subscribe.